final region, the West region. I think that this is going to be a tough region to dissect. Kansas State versus Howard. I don't think that there's any issues other than Bill Self's health. I think that's kind of been the biggest X factor for what's going to happen with Kansas. Again, 7-7 versus the top 25. Again, Big 12, really tough conference. I get it. This team scores a lot of points. They give up very few points. BPI, they're number 9 in the rankings, 13-5 in conference. Howard, solid team, 22-12. But at the end of the day, I got the Jayhawks winning that one in a double-digit win. Arkansas versus Illinois. So I think this is going to be a very interesting situation. Razorbacks, very good defensively. Offensively, very inconsistent. The Fighting Illini, strong defensive team. Not a very good three-point shooting team. This could be a low state of affairs. Give me Illinois in this one. I got Illinois. I just think Arkansas, they have some star-studded players, but offensively, I'm worried about them. I got Illinois as they kind of also dismantled some teams as well in the top 25. And so that's who I got winning this one. All right, here we go. St. Mary's versus VCU. This is going to be a very tough battle because both teams are very good defensively, very mediocre offensively, scoring barely over 70 points a game. This is going to come down to who's going to be hot and who's not. Again, if we kind of look at this stuff here, Randy Bennett's squad makes the tournament for its second straight season. The Gales are one of the most nation's best defensively led squads. And you know all about this stuff. Led by the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Logan Johnson. They pressure the ball, but scoring is something that's very hard for them. And again, VCU Rams, they could potentially be a team that could potentially have an upset situation here. I think it bodes well for an upset here because VCU also struggles to score offensively, and so does St. Mary's. And so this could be a toss-up game. Another toss-up one I'm saying here. I'm going to go with VCU with the upset win over St. Mary's. I just think that this has it written all over it. I just think that with inconsistencies from St. Mary's offensively, that this could be spell some trouble for the Gales. UConn versus Iona. The rumors of Rick Pitino joining the Big East is starting to heat up. The UConn Huskies are a team that a lot of people are liking as their dark horse to win this tournament. BPI ranking gives them that confidence. 3-5 against the top 25. They score a lot of points. They give up very few points. They have a pretty solid team. And again, this goes on to say that they were unranked at the start. They were unranked at the start of the season, but under coach Dan Hurley's squad, they opened 14-0 before settling into conference schedule. UConn is the nation's best team on the offensive glass. Sonogo, a great offensive rebounder. The Huskies also boast a reliable offense both inside and outside the arc. Iona, I know Rick Pitino's coaching them. I know that he wants to make a deep run, but it's going to be tough. And I got UConn winning that game against Iona. TCU versus Arizona State or Nevada. Give me TCU. I think that this is going to be a solid game as well. But again, I'm not here to really see what's going to be going on for this team. Again, TCU struggles offensively. If we look at the numbers again, points per game, 67.9 points per game they give up is 67.9, and their own scores are 75.2, 6-7 in conference. Yeah, just give me them. I think that's going to be an easy win. The Gonzaga Bulldogs versus GCU. The Zags return the best offense in the nation. The Zags are definitely a top-rated team in this conference or in this part of the region. They're returning their star players. My concern with them is their three-point shooting and a little bit of their shaky guard play. Give me Gonzaga in this game. I don't necessarily think that they're going to struggle against them, but what's concerning to me a little bit about Gonzaga is going to be moving forward in the tournament and what is going to happen with their guard play. I'm concerned about that part of their team, but nevertheless, they're going to obviously win the first game in the first round. NU versus Boise. Give me Boise in this game. I think that this bodes well for them. Again, offensively, NU does not score the ball very well. 67.7, under 70 points a game. They may give up the fewest points, but I'm not sold on them. Give me Boise State. Offensively, they score a little bit more, and that's who I'm going to trust in this tournament. UCLA versus UNCA. I believe this is University of North Carolina, Asheville. Give me UCLA. I love the great guard play of Amari Bailey, and I believe Bernard is the other guy. Jaime Jaquez, player of the year for the Pac-12. He's awesome. He's tremendous, super solid. I think they have a team that could potentially make a deep run. And Amari Bailey could be a bigger X factor than Johnny Juzang or Johnny Buckets. Let me know if I'm right or wrong in the comment section down below. I'm getting that vibe from him. And so to me, give me UCLA in this game. And let's move on to ranking our Final Four here. Kansas definitely going to win this game. I don't see them not winning this game. UConn versus VCU. Give me UConn in this game. TCU versus Gonzaga. Give me Gonzaga. And UCLA Boise. Give me UCLA. And here's where it gets a little tricky. I think that depending on the health of Bill Self, UConn will definitely make a run here. But I don't think that this is necessarily where the Final Four team is going to come from. I actually think it's going to come from this game down here. To me, this is an Elite Eight Final Four matchup. I'm very upset that they didn't save this for a later game down the line. Like, they should have made Gonzaga a 2 seed or a 4 seed just so these two teams would match up in the later rounds. Gonzaga versus UCLA. This is a tough one. Both teams are very solid. 4-4, the Gonzaga Bulldogs are against the top 25. 3-4 for the UCLA Bruins. This is tough. But I'm going to go with UCLA because I just trust their offensive game more. And I just think that with the offensive guards that they have, UCLA will win this game single-handedly. And from here, I got UCLA making it to the Final Four. And this is kind of what I have so far for the Final Four. I got Arizona, Marquette versus Houston and UCLA. A lot of 2 seeds. I don't know if this has ever been done before, but this is the matchup that I have here for the Charge. Let me know in the comment section down below. Am I right? Am I wrong for the West region? I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below.